Welcome back, everybody, to Bowlero Auburn in Auburn, Massachusetts. We are here with 7-time titleist, NEBA champion for the second time this year, and newly minted Hall of Famer, NEBA Masters champion Chris Forry. Chris, welcome to the booth, my friend. So glad to see you before this match.
I was going to say, I'm glad this is the reason I got to the booth
today. This is fantastic. You bowled just amazing. I'll tell you, I really want to start with the semifinal match that you bowled against Anthony DeRobertis. I mean, the kid is great. He really takes his time, more than you. But what great shots he made, and you guys tied at 213. What was going through your mind? I just want to start there. I know there's so much to talk about.
That's all right.
I just want to start there. Like, what was going through your mind when he gets up and, you get up, shoot 213. You couldn't find the double in the 10th to put the pressure on him. He needs to fill 17 to tie you. He goes spare and gets 2-4-5. You guys exactly tie at 213. And then you pack the first one in the one-ball roll. What was going through your mind through that whole process?
I mean, honestly, when he was getting up for the spare, I said to Dave, I said, man, he's taking a while. I said, I take a while, but on a spare, I don't take that long. But I give the kid credit, the same as the last event with Bouchard. I told him after he was done, he had good pace of play.
Yeah.
He controlled the match.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't mind bowling slow, so it doesn't affect me like it would other people. But no, I mean, and then honestly, I didn't think he was going to get 7. I figured he was going to plaque 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't a bad shot off his hand either. It just went through. It just went through the
window a little bit.
Yeah.
I could tell you the funny thing is, when the first match happened, he wasn't near me. But when I got to see him bowl the second match, I went over to Dave, over to the table, and I said, he's the one to beat today.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Well, that was a Stevens pick.
Yeah, I mean, I picked him. I know Brandon Boyer ran him over. I mean, I put it this way: the kid lost 260 to 250 in the second round.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But he could go left to right with it, where nobody else could do that.
That's right. He was getting it off the corner.
Stephen Boyer could get a little bit.
And not using the bank either. He didn't have to use the cliff to do it.
He could get to like 8, which is like a hang spot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to throw it into the hang spot.
I would like to point out right here for now, I picked you.
Well, thank you, my friend.
You're welcome.
I will say
and for a reason, because I knew the roll you had off the corner was taming that cliff, and I thought you were rolling it really, really beautifully, especially with that summit.
It was more about speed control.
Yeah.
And the match against Coco when I lost, it's the left lane.
I want to ask you about that, because now you've lost to Coco to put you in the loser's bracket. Then you have to go beat DeRobertis, to get back to Coco. What were you thinking when you got back to that? Well, you finish your thought on that.
I was going to say, the one on the match with Coco, I mean, the problem was 17. I threw 4 shots in practice, and each ball went through the face. So we started the match. I tried softening my hand. They came up a little light, whatever. And then all of a sudden, I think it's because of the surface. Obviously, we were allowed to surface our balls ahead of time, which we don't know you get to do that.
I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, no matter, even though I had we'll say 360, but it was like a 180 pad, a vice one, so they're pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
The ball was beginning to slow down too fast, and I was trying to take my hand out, and you could just. I mean, it was a little frustrating against Thomas because I thought I made some really good shots, but I couldn't get the ball to pick up. And I knew if I touched one or really tried to grab it, it was going to go the other way. And I feel like the surface wore off.
Yeah.
Against you were asking, in 10th, when the kid gets up and he gets 7, in my head, I'm like, I don't think I'm old, but I was just like, don't let the old man have a chance.
That's right.
Almost like Lich.
It was
new life. I was like, you know what? I didn't. The first one, the 10th to 2.8, I thought was pretty good. It was just a little quick. I was talking to Kipperman a lot, and I'm like, and again, when I talk to people, I'm not looking for them to tell me what to do. I'm just feeding ideas, and I'm like, I just got to throw slower. I can't move anymore.
Right.
Because the fronts were going away here. That's what, in all honesty, what helped was going to a pair that had less games. Dave.
That pair hadn't been used. We were using 17, 18, 19, 20.
It got 2
for all the losers bracket matches.
It got 2 rounds bowled on it.
That was it, though.
But only one righty was there.
Yeah.
So Dave looked it up for me, which allowed me to go back to the summit, creep further right.
Yeah.
Which is where I was. I mean, if you watch me practice in lane 3 in the buy rounds, I could strike every shot just pointing it, just landing it on 2-3, let it hook up and stop.
Yeah.
When they began to burn up here, I was like, okay, I'm in trouble. And I have there's no other ball to go to. If I throw a pin-up ball, it's going to go 100 feet. If I went to a GB4 hybrid pin down, I told Dave, Dave goes, don't take any chances. I said, I know. I said, I'm just talking if the kids start striking. But, yeah, I mean, I guess Thomas, I'll be honest, he had no look. And when he
was fishing back and forth, in that pair.
Well, he knew he had to strike. I mean, he could see that. He could see I had until the 5 count, which I moved 3 more right.
Yeah.
To test the waters.
Yeah.
I'm like, if this holds, I really got the nut.
It did. Yeah.
And I got the 5 count, but other than that, I was like, okay, I'm fine. I can hit the
Oh,
pot.
that was a move? Because I thought you just yanked
Oh,
it.
no, I moved.
I thought you just yanked it.
I won like 3-0.
Oh, did you?
Tried to yank it harder.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm like, oh, my ball's not quite getting my flat 10. I'm like, it didn't
No,
quite
well,
get there.
it was on the beak right off.
Oh, yeah,
right out of your
it
hand,
hit.
so.
Well, because, again, the first 3 boards have no oil. So
Right.
So now it really landed
much.
there. But,
Yeah,
I mean, it was I can't believe this. I'll be the first to say it, but I'll let you go ahead with questions. It's your job.
You're now Hall of Fame eligible. You're leading the seniors. I didn't figure it out,
Stretch the lead pretty good.
but all of the 3 guys above you for Bowler of the Year missed the cut today. So I don't know where it puts you in Bowler of the Year. It's 1.5 times the Bowler of the Year points.
The points
here
were bigger
because
today.
of major. So I don't know if you might be leading. You might be leading the Bowler of the Year race.
It's been 20-some years since I led Bowler of the Year.
I haven't figured it out.
And then Bill Webb beat me.
Yeah, and I just want to ask you in general, because you are the advisor to the stars. You have your cadre of guys on tour, which includes Frankie and Prather and Packy and Jake, Jake and all these great players, are out there all making their dents out there. You saw them at the league, this last week.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get to go there.
Yeah, it was amazing. But just to see the impact you've had on the game, not to mention all the incredibly local people you help, including me, Andrew, Amanda, everybody, and the evidence of the people that you help is so overwhelming, right?
I appreciate that.
But this year is your year. What have you done, to really make yourself such a contender? You seem to be there. You were there in the senior. You one shot. You don't win the seniors.
That was
I'm saying that would have been your 3rd title. And I'm just like you're killing it this year. What are you doing?
3rd place the next day.
3rd place. What are you doing? That's getting you there every week.
In all honesty, I've had a lot of arm problems the last year and a half. So I actually have been not practicing as much. The year started out pretty good. Then I just, I got into a little rut. But I'll be the first to say this: the Purple Hammer, best ball in the history of bowling. Without that ball,
in terms of matching up to the conditions as they are now.
For the conditions we bowled on this year, a lot of 30 mil patterns, which allowed me to throw a Purple Hammer today on the 34-foot pattern. You and I were talking about speed bump coming in.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about my Purple Hammer. I said to you,
just cut right through
I ain't worried about that.
Yeah. See, I use a gem to cut through that. You use a Purple Hammer.
And I know. I mean, I watch and Webb and those guys talk to me like I can do it. My purple does my 2 purples do things that most people don't get. I think it's my ball roll. I mean, we all learn to bowl with urethane. I just have a unique thing. Scanna talks about it, but
but you have kind of end over end roll. I don't think you have like voodoo roll or anything like that.
I can get some little tricks going on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Your dad taught you that.
I have some little things I got going on, like even in the final match there. But I mean, the Purple Hammer helped. But I will say one thing happened is after not making the Senior Masters cut, or bowling really horrendous for a day and a half, I came home and did some evaluation, and I usually held the ball up high my whole life. And if you watch here, I feel like I'm holding the ball by my kneecap, but when I watch the video from Manchester, it's like waist high, but I feel like it's down by my knee because I just try to take a little note from Prather bowling nationals with him, figure out how to shorten my swing, take a little pressure off the arm. It's helped a little bit. Like today, the arm felt pretty good as long as we didn't stop. That's why I didn't mind losing because I get to keep bowling.
Yeah.
But I can tell you the arm is not. I'm glad I got this because every time when I lost at Manchester, I said to myself, I don't know how long my arm's going to hold up to be able to give myself a run at this. And then
is that really? Now, is that part of that injury you
I
suffered?
I had I had wrist surgery back in 96-ish, 97.
Wow.
It put me out for about 3 years. I bowled left-handed all that time.
Wow.
And then it took a while to get back, and it was good. And then I can't even tell you what happened. I woke up one morning about last May. I woke up on a Monday morning, and it felt like somebody stuck a knife through the side of my wrist.
No kidding.
And,
wow.
And then from that, I've always had elbow problems, and now the inside of the elbow hurts.
Cortisone? Have you had anything?
I don't believe in any of that stuff. I believe in mind over matter.
No.
I don't take pills.
You obviously haven't had cortisone, then. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I believe really the mind.
Helps.
I believe
really
the mind
helps.
does amazing stuff. So.
Well, that's true, but cortisone does too.
I know. So does Advil and all that, but I don't take that either. So.
Oh, okay.
But no,
well,
but like I said, it's. Oh my God, I can't believe this.
So nothing really different. I mean, there's nothing in your practice routine.
There's actually not practicing at all.
Really, that's so interesting.
When I was practicing a ton,
is it just some confidence that you've amassed?
What's
different? I'm looking for what's different this year.
Yeah, when the ball was higher, it felt really good for a while. So when I won at Walnut Hill, I felt like I was on top of the world. I went to Chicopee next. I led, finished top 4 there.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden I hit and I usually hit a rut in the summertime, like beginning of summer. I hit a low rut. And then, like I said, I lowered the ball, and when I lowered it, I tried it last year doing it, the same thing in the summer, and I lowered it, and now my accuracy is greatly improved. When I got to go up the lane like this, which I've always felt like I'm pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But even when I go left to right, and I haven't had to like really try to create axis rotation, all of a sudden
you still have that figure 8. I mean, you're still coming out and then you're in through the shot.
But and the axis rotation is greatly improved where I can get up the back of it like I want to, and then if I don't want to think about it, I can just get my hand right. It's a miracle thing. I just tried something different because I'm like, I'm bowling so bad. I'm like, how do I throw it like Prather? That's probably the best thing in the world.
That's interesting. Yeah.
He's pretty good.
You think?
And then I watch him this week. He's got the ball in front of his chest. I send him a text. I go, way to elevate the ball.
He didn't have a good time.
Yeah, he's having arm problems too, so he's trying things to relieve pressure off his wrist.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he didn't do a lot for his team, I'm afraid.
No, I felt bad. But happy for Parker.
So, yeah. Oh yeah, Parker and Johnny.
I'm happy for those guys. Obviously, I'm very good friends.
Yeah.
Obviously, very good friends, family friends with Parker and Johnny.
Nelly made him look sick. You know that
we talked about
dark,
earlier.
That
he was
web.
incredible. So
yeah, that
dark web
was killing him.
It was incredible.
No good for them. Anyway, congratulations to them. Congratulations to you, newly minted Hall of Famer. How's that feel?
You know, I gotta say,
worked your whole life, obviously.
Yeah, I gotta say, in my lifetime, I'm fortunate to be in a couple Hall of Fames. I don't want to blow my entire speech. I can tell you, I've been thinking about this for like the last 2 months because I realized I'm starting to bowl better again, and I felt like I really have a chance. And I'm like, and I gotta say, I can't be happier than to go in with my friend Chris Monroy, who I grew up bowling regionals with. I watched him go through the battles and get better.
Well, you helped his role too. I think you got him more behind it.
Yeah, I mean, he comes down. Listen, I try to help everybody. I'm not. I know some people think I'm a magician or I got these great things. I just see things. I try to help everybody, and I'm glad I can make everybody better. I mean, that's.
Well, I would suggest you give Chris a call because he had a crisis of confidence after today's performance. He wasn't happy at all. No, Monroy.
Monroy.
Yeah, he had a tough day today, and
these tough days
I asked him. I said, what do you think about the senior tour? The PBA 50 tour. Because there is a guy who should be on the 50 tour.
Yeah.
I said, and he goes, I don't know, I don't feel. So he constly is nagged by
one bad day.
He's nagged by self-confidence.
No, it's
issues.
one bad day.
So,
I know Chris very well.
Yeah.
I know him very much similar. If I have a bad day, I'm driving home. And I see it with Chris and I said this to Chris the other week. We both have amazing heart, and you can't take that away from anybody.
Right.
And you can't teach it.
Right. You really can't.
I feel blessed that
you can put people in the moment and see how they respond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel blessed that my father taught. My brother was so much better than I was. I'm going to start crying. And my father, I still remember every summer, my father would take me to Bowlerama in Reading, right by our farm. And my father would say, "We're not leaving here till you can beat your brother." My brother was damn awesome. And my brother wouldn't let up. He didn't want to go home. He wanted to kick the crap out of me. And
that's how you make it happen.
I give him a lot of credit. Pissed me off. The old man would make me stay there. He'd be like, "Figure it out." But Monroy, I give him credit. He's got that. I remember him. I remember him when he bowled regionals when he first started. So I'm really happy to be able to go with my friend. And like I said, it's confidence is an amazing thing. So
that'll be a hell of a party, my friend.
I can't
awesome.
wait. I can't wait. We gotta wait another year and a half, but I can't wait.
Yep.
So I do want to say a couple things. I know we got to wrap this up, but I'll let them do their thing there. First of all, it's been a rough week, obviously, in the bowling industry.
Bill Chrisman.
And obviously, we lost a member of the Buddies family, Lou here, Danny. Lou would practice with me. So to Lou, and second, Mr. Chrisman, he signed me to a contract. I don't even know exactly when, about 20 years ago. Him and Mike Mullen gave me a lot of confidence. And then I had some health issues. I don't tell anybody what goes on in my life. And I started bowling really poorly. I sent a letter to Storm. I said, I don't want to be on staff anymore. I'm embarrassing the company. And Mr. Chrisman personally called and said, "You always have this place here." And they've helped me ever since. So I really thank him a lot.
Wow. I didn't know that story. I never heard that story.
Yeah, I don't really talk about a lot of things, but
that's amazing.
It really was sad when he passed away.
And it was so sudden. Yeah, it was wasn't expected.
Yeah.
Just,
And then
Barbara was saying that you had some kind of a clot or something.
Like an aneurysm, pretty much.
Boom.
Yeah. And then I want to thank the folks at Brunswick, Brian Graham. Like I said, the Purple Hammer, best ball I've ever thrown in my life. Truly. It's a get out of jail free card.
How's it going to behave when it's 78 next year?
I won't be throwing it. We bowl NEBA.
Well, there you go.
I'm not bowling senior tour stops, so.
Right.
But yeah, so
I don't mean to take you out of the moment.
That's all right, but I do want to thank Brian, Dave Waka, but particularly Brian, who I've known since I was in college, so went to school with him. So thanks for believing. My wonderful wife.
She's still on the feed right now.
If anybody watched, I kissed my ring every shot last match. She's right here. I know she wanted to be here. So, and Christian, she stands behind me, puts up a lot of crap, a lot of mood swings when you bowl bad. You've been there.
Yeah.
I put up with yours.
Yeah. I know my wife does too. Believe me.
Yeah,
you don't see the worst of it.
It takes a saint to deal with me sometimes, and so it takes a lot of family. And so to all the guys, I mean, even Prather and Jake, I was texting them before we started, just game planning a little bit, and they were right. They were right. I had an idea because we bowled on this in Nutmeg in the summer league, but I had an idea. So and to everybody, I just want to thank all the Buddies Pro Shops customers that support me. Everybody at NEBA that supports me. I think we have a great club. I say this all the time. Whether you're a Strike FX guy or DJ's Pro Shop guy, we all support each other.
You do. It's great.
And I think that's what's great about it. So, with that being said, I can go home. I can move back to Pennsylvania. My goal was to always get in this Hall of Fame. So, honey, we can sell the house we just bought.
I know I was going to say, that's not quite going to happen just yet.
Probably not. I'm just joking around a little bit. But
there you go.
But honestly,
you kept threatening that, but then it was I think Buddy's just doing too good. You're too good at what you do. Sorry.
I appreciate
that's
that.
how it works.
Sorry, I get choked up about certain things, but I can't believe I'm in the Hall of Fame. I really can't.
You're in, and well earned.
Yeah, and congratulations, Thomas, who bowled fabulous. Sorry about that, folks. Thomas bowled absolutely fabulous qualifying, finals.
He shot 291 over on that short.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yep. I don't care if you're left, right, short pattern. I don't care.
I don't care what it is.
That's a ton. That's a ton. So
I was very proud of my +8.
Yeah, I was happy with +60 something. I think I was high 80. So
yeah, I think you might have been. Yeah. So.
But yeah.
There you go.
But to everybody, thank you very much. I love everybody out there. I love you, buddy.
You too, man.
I appreciate all the support.
You have helped me immensely. And I can't tell you how many times I call you on a Friday and I get a ball on a Saturday. So just for what I need.
You're always last minute,
really
Bruce.
Appreciate that.
You aggravate me a little bit, but you're last minute, Bruce.
I know. That's me. I'll try to do better.
But that's all right.
I haven't called you in a while, but I'll do better.
And I want to give one shout out to my man, Tony Renaud, who I will tell you, he called it. When qualifying finished, he goes, "You're the man to beat." And I said, Tony, I don't know. He goes, "You got this."
Well, he sponsors this event along with
Roger.
A
big shout out to Roger, DJ's Pro Shop.
DJ, the 3 sponsors for this event, $3,500 added money.
To all the sponsors, but especially those guys. The last couple weekends have been, I've had a nice payday the last couple weekends.
Christian just said, "I love you, Daddy," by the way.
Best buddies forever.
So, there you
love
go.
You, kid.
So, and we had all the brain trust here today. Dave Kipperman came out and really was responsible for the bracket online. And making sure everything was running right. Justin Alves has settled into the new tournament director position beautifully. We got a board meeting on Tuesday night.
I won't be there.
Sorry.
I gave my feedback already.
Danny's doing the manager position. Great. Debbie was here. So we had everybody here running the tournament, ran like clockwork as usual. It's another great NEBA with a great champion, another great Hall of Famer. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Auburn. They put up with my draping, my internet and everything. It worked out great. Jenna and everybody with their new baby.
Yep, I know Jenna very well. She's from Nutmeg, so.
Yeah, came from that area. Yeah. So, anyway, good stuff. We will see you in Somerset, yes? Right? The Paul Forry.
Holiday on the Hill.
Holiday on the Hill. The
I haven't
Sunday
been there
morning
a long time.
Sunday morning
Thank
is
God
the
it won't
next,
be a house shot.
That's right. Sunday morning is the next
Paul Forry event. Yes,
to be there.
And the last one I just want to say to my father, and I'm trying not to get choked up, but Dad, this is for you. the Hall of Fame speech is going to be, it'll be long, but it's going to be the best one ever. Best one ever. It's been a journey. That's all I'm going to tell everybody. It's been a journey.
Sure. Absolutely.
It's been an absolute journey. And thank you for giving me heart.
Well earned, buddy. Well earned. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.
Have a great trip home. You are a great champion.
Thank you.
And you make others a champion.
I appreciate that.
More than yourself. It's so great to see that come home. You know, with
Thank
all
you.
your injuries, everything you've gone through, to see you get this far is just, it's an inspiration for everybody watching. And don't ever forget this moment. Don't
Thank
ever
you.
forget this.
Oh, I won't forget.
You're the best.
Plus, it's going to be on live stream.
That's right. We'll have it
And this
on.
time I put my arms in the air, I knew I won compared to the 5
That's
count.
right. That's a good point. Well, I mean, when Coco finally did strike, you know, you were up by 60-something when you threw that 5 frame, that 5 split.
Yeah, but still.
That brought you all the way down to 45 pins ahead.
Yeah,
So,
I was like, just finish it off. But thank you, everybody out there.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you at Somerset for the youth event. And DJBT, thank you so much, Jeff Purchase. Did you see Nate Purchase shot 437 over for
absolutely incredible.
7? 2 300 games,
that's
one
better
block.
than the record I originally had in the East region.
2 300 games,
I shot
and 1
480
block.
for 8 in the
Did
East
you
region
really?
one time.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was a record at one point.
That's crazy. Anyway, Andrew Hall 12th, Hunter Kempton 5th down in Florida.
Very nice.
Great showings there. A lot of great events coming up. We got doubles this weekend, I-91. We got Stephen Majors tournament kicking off. Good call. I'm going to Florida tomorrow. North Carolina tomorrow to play golf with Jeff Valentine, who was here today.
So yeah, so
my buddy. So, yeah, he was here. So, anyway, everybody have a good evening. We will see you at Somerset.
Thank
Take
you
care.
all for the support.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you, buddy.